Today's video is sponsored by NordVPN. Get yourself protected online today with nordvpn.com/StephenD and use my code StephenD to get 75% off a 3-year plan plus an extra month free. Stick around until the end of the video. Back when Sarah was 17, she worked at a small local bakery. There were less than 15 employees spread across all the night and day shifts, so they only had a few people working during the day. One of these people was Dave, the delivery driver. From the first time they met, Dave immediately gave Sarah an off vibe. He was in his mid-50s and way too friendly to a teenage girl. But the boss told her that yes, he could be annoying, but no one worked harder than he did, so just ignore his antics. Sarah then recalled that when she signed the paperwork, they never asked her to submit a background check, and in hindsight, that should have been red flag number 2. Over the course of the year or so that she worked with Dave, Sarah tried very hard to ignore him. He was rarely outright creepy, but he was always just a bit too friendly. He would stick around long after his shift was over to talk to her and another pastry chef. He always wanted to lick the bowl after she finished making Rice Krispie treats. He would always stand in front of the racks or equipment or ingredients just enough that sometimes her hand would brush him while reaching for something. Dave always stood just a little too close. Dave was constantly asking Sarah about her life, what she liked, what she did for fun, if she had a boyfriend. Almost daily, he would tell her how a nice girl like her should have a boyfriend, how maybe a boyfriend would be good for her. Sarah let this slide because sometimes older people can say things that were meant differently in their time. But then it was the concert invites. Every other week he had tickets to one concert or another. Once he figured out Sarah's favorite genre of music, it was almost exclusively tickets to bands she desperately wanted to see. But she also knew that she should not go anywhere with him. Then her birthday came. He bought her a t-shirt and it was 2 sizes too small. He told her to try it on after work and text him a photo, and proceeded to give Sarah his phone number. He didn't ask for her number. She said no. He asked the other pastry chef for her number, but she had her back and refused as well. He also brought 2 tickets from another band that Sarah had been wanting to see. VIP section, 21 plus only. He said he could get her in. She just had to go with him and him alone. This continued for a while. Sarah brought it up to one of her bosses, but they laughed it off as, oh, classic Dave. When he wanted a hug on his birthday and hugged her without consent, there's Dave for you. Offering to get her booze or pot, oh Dave, you scamp. When he pulled up his shirt and showed his abdominal scar from a snowboarding accident, well, that's just Dave. No respect for boundaries, but he was a good worker. Sarah even considered having one of her big strong male friends come in under the guise of being her boyfriend just to placate Dave. She was repulsed by him, but he hadn't really done anything to classify himself as a predator. Besides asking for her number, he had never tried to straight up harass her, and besides the odd hug or two that she was too shy and afraid to refuse, he hadn't gotten super physical. Then one day, Dave was gone. His name disappeared from the employee roster. Sarah's boss asked to see her in the office. She informed her that Dave was no longer employed at their business. Dave had been fired. He was fired because Dave was a convicted sex offender. There is one count kidnapping a minor from the mid-90s and another count that she doesn't want to think about. They had never background checked him, and when they contacted a friend in the police department, they found out that Dave had been lying on lots of paperwork, hiding the fact that he was a convicted felon and not notifying anyone when he moved. Once they brought this information to the police department's attention, they had a few more charges to add. They found out because apparently he had been stalking and harassing one of the clients he delivered to. After his termination, Dave showed up to work one day. He had a weapon with him, but Sarah never found out what he had. They told him to leave or the police would be called, and he ended up leaving in handcuffs. Sarah was extremely relieved that she wasn't there that day. It's been a while since she worked at the bakery, but sometimes she still thinks about how badly things could have gotten had she gone to even one of those concerts with him. Now that we know the truth behind Sarah's ex-coworker Dave, it's totally possible he's also a creepy stalker, and if Sarah wants to be safe from this guy finding her location or tracking her activities online, I would definitely recommend NordVPN because it would protect your online privacy from potential hackers spying on you. NordVPN allows you to securely access a private network. They have thousands of servers over 61 countries with no data logging and military-grade encryption. Sarah can make it look like she's in any other country, and Dave will finally back off. Just go to nordvpn.com/StephenD today and use my code StephenD to get 75% off a 3-year plan plus an extra month free. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Follow me on all my social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. If you guys have your own interesting stories that you would love to share, then please email me and I will see you in the next video.